Hey, we are back looking for our sensor and our sense of smell and our sense of direction. There's only one way to God. It's through the branch. Welcome to the Temple 420. Time to wake up and have some honey. Mercy. Merci. French translation. Nothing. We're going to continue with the tour. At that point, I want to get to the French translation again, as I now know languages. Merci. Merci. Thank you. Hebrew. Thanks offering to God is mercy. Now translated merci. Okay, it's the funniest thing, but that's how the language gets babbled. All the way from, you guessed it, Babylon. So we're going to finish out the last part of Exodus 3, hopefully in this video. At that point, Hashem says to Moses, Moses, you shall say this, Hashem, the God of the Hebrews, happened upon us, and now please let us go on a 3-day journey into the wilderness, and we shall bring offerings to our God Hashem. Well, guess what? Now we can bring offerings. See, when I wanted the branch, I didn't know it was the branch for offerings. I just wanted the branch because it made me feel good. That's the first indication, the first sign. It makes you feel good. Remember the tree for the leaves of the healing of some people? We're getting closer to hemp, right? At that point, he also says, I know that the king of Egypt will not allow you to go except through a strong hand. I shall stretch out my hand, and I shall strike Egypt with all my wonders that I shall perform in its midst. And after that, he will send you out. Okay, so I shall, and he will, and after I've done that, all of it's in the future. I shall grant this people favor in the eyes of Egypt, so that it will happen that when you go, you will not go empty-handed. Each woman shall request from her neighbor and from the one who lives in her house silver vessels, golden vessels, and garments. And you shall put them on your sons and daughters, and you shall empty out Egypt of its spices. It's the value of money. Remember, we have to look at money, and it's not just dollars and cents. That's where the sense comes from. It's the sense of spices and the smell and the curry and all the fragrance. And he says it right here, which is really interesting. One, you won't be empty-handed. So when you show up to someone's house, you always bring a gift, right? So the gift is a fragrant offering, as we learn in the New Testament. But it says in verse 21, I shall grant this people favor. FReeGrant. Free. They're going to have freedom, and it's going to be favorable, and it's going to be granted upon them. FReeGrant. See how the word fragrant gets manipulated into his language? But here's what I know. It's consistent throughout the book, because he's going to grant you either a stench or a better smell, and the comparisons are only between two things. So if he is the Most High and he's talking about one thing, at that point, guess what? He's consistent. So is the medicine. It's us who doubt. Remember, Moses doubted? So, we won't leave empty-handed. We will have silver and gold and garments. Food, clothing, and shelter, all from hemp. He transforms it out of one seed into all of that. You shall not be empty. You shall be full. Baruch Hashem, end of Moses 3.